Welcome back. Welcome back to School Night Parents. My name is Janine Kera, and I'm very excited to work with your students this year to teach them French. Even online, I think I can make this happen. I have been teaching in Fort Lauderdale County Public Schools since 1998. I have previously taught chemistry and some French in high school. I've been teaching French in those schools for 6 years now. This is my 6th year. So on A days, I will be at Belmont Ridge, and on B days, I'll be at Blue Ridge Middle School. So I have a 2 master's degree, one in instruction and curriculum, and the other one in educational leadership. And I live in Ashland with my family. I have 3 children, 1 Bernedoodle, and 2 cats. So my office hours right now are going to be Monday from 12 o'clock every Monday. So please encourage your child to stop by if they have any questions. What will your child learn this year? Well, let's start with French 1. So in French 1, we cover alphabet, colors, numbers, classroom expressions, just reading expressions, and describing themselves, describing other people, talking about leisure activities, likes and dislikes, and school expressions, weather, and then finally, last one, we talk about food and how to order food in a cafe. And of course, there's some little grammar. We stick with the present tense. We learn about conjugation. That's a big thing in French. And so that's for that. And for French 2, we cover more leisure activities and sports in France and Francophone countries. We learn about weather, special weather, holidays, Francophone holidays, of course, vacations in a Francophone country, hotels, chores, and we cover the past tense and direct and indirect object pronoun. That's the big grammar thing we learn in French too. And so how do kids learn? So we use a lot of apps actually, and in my classroom. So for vocabulary, we use Quizlet, we use Gimkit, Kahoot, Quizzes, Duolingo. These are all apps kind of like play, interact with the vocabulary so they can learn them. And for the listening, we use Yabla, Edpuzzle, and this is language. For verbs, we use Conjugamos. For reading, I'm going to use magazines, Mary Glasgow, and some books online. And finally, for some synchronous learning, we use Pear Deck. And for speaking, we use Flipgrid. And your child might have a pen pal from France very soon, so I'll keep you updated regarding that. Please, I'm going to put a permission click in Schoology very soon, so please make sure that you sign off on this so your child can use all of these apps. Thank you for that. So what do we do in French? Well, we do interpersonal communication. Basically, it's when kids are interacting with another child. They can be speaking, or it could be writing to someone else. This is called interpersonal communication. We do that in the class as we're learning. Interpretive communication. So basically, they read something or they listen to something and they interpret the meaning of what they read or listen to. Presentational communication is when they present something on a topic. It could be anything, something about themselves, something about their families. That's called presentational communication. So we cover these 3 kind of modes of communication if you want. And so grades, let's talk about grades right now. So your child will have about 4 major assessments, and these are all PBA based, so project-based assessments. Some of them are like listening to something and reacting to that, or they have to create something. So they will not have a grammar test or a vocab test. It's all about what can you do with the things you have learned so far. It could be a reading thing, it could be a listening thing. So and that's 80% of their quota grade. And they'll have 4 formal assessments, so like maybe exit tickets and things like that, just to make sure they know how to listen, how to hear on the content. And finally, maybe 2 to 5 minor assessments, which is about 20% of their quota grade. Google Meet expectations, and learning labs. So the goal is to have at least 40 minutes of live instruction, maybe like through Pear Deck or taking notes. They will have a notebook, and so they'll take notes. We'll cover some some grammar rules, maybe like for 20, 25 minutes, go vocabulary, and then they'll have the rest of the block to kind of to practice whatever I taught. And so kids will not be sitting there for 90 minutes with me talking. So they'll have maybe like 30 to 45 minutes me and engaging with them, and then another 45 minutes them creating, listening, writing about the topic. And that's how I want it to be done. So I don't know if you have any questions for me. And so this is my email, janine.care@lcps.org. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer you. And that's all. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by.